Shit. I woke up this morning, so I'm all right. I'm all right.
Facts. I didn't know if he was gonna have a mask on today or not.
They took it.
Nah. You
Yeah,
gotta
he
you
got
gotta
like
ask this one where he has his hiding spot or some shit. But yeah. Introduce yourself to my channel, please.
what's going on, man? It's your man Finesse Bone from Rolling 40s. I am in prison right now. I'm here with the homegirl. So yeah, let's get straight to it, man. Let's get straight to it.
Okay, first question. So your name is Infant as Bone, not Little as Bone, Infant as Bone. So
I'm
you
in.
still come from the as Bone name, but you said that man ain't right. So that's the first thing I want to know. What did he do that you said that?
All right, so they address me as Lil S Bone. That man ain't straight, but he has some things going on that wasn't straight, and I took it as disrespect of you people putting me on the internet with my face saying, "Oh, Finesse Bone." It's not who I am. So I wouldn't have came even on Instagram or YouTube and even addressed that if my face or anything never would have appeared, you know. But yeah, so I'm clearing the air. I am Infinite Bone, not little.
What did he do though that wasn't right?
You eat cheese, you fucked. You eat cheese, you
Okay.
fucked. You know, so you break the rule for us when it comes to code of conduct, rules, and morals, principles. When you
What's
eat
the
cheese,
first rule of being a gangster? No
you don't rat.
telling.
You don't
True.
rat.
But what do y'all consider ratting? Because nowadays it's like there's a lot of selective politicking and a lot of like different
I,
reasons
I
people are
agree.
saying.
I agree with you on that. Me personally, you got third party telling that some people let slide. You got actual telling that people let slide. If you even just give, hypothetically speaking, if you was the police and you put me over and you asked, "Hey, S Bone, who is this guy that was in your car with a red sweater?" And I sit here and say, if I even give you a faulty name, but somewhat close to where you know that you can put together, that's that person I'm looking for. And S Bone gave me that. That's telling. Period.
Yeah. So
You
is
feel
it
me?
telling if the person's dead?
Yes.
Okay.
On my how I look at his rules and morals. If you tell on a man that's dead, you would tell on a man that's alive. It's not right. That's not right. Period. And some dudes be like, well, shit, I'll give myself off. No, because in this high, if it was me, if I was to be in a situation like the right, the politics somebody on telling on a dead person, it would be if he's first number one telling this out. If you are a real homie, I'm gonna go with that one first. That's a real homie you told on that's dead. So what would you do if that man was alive?
Well, he's here, so I can't do shit. Like I can't mention his
You
name. But if
feel
he's
me?
dead, he can't do shit about it. Like he can't.
That's telling you can't do that, man. I don't hood, and that's what dudes get fucked up with the game where you would say, well, shit, it's selfish.
Yeah.
Getting yourself out of a jam, bro. If you really want to keep it real, a dead man can't talk for himself. So therefore, shut the fuck up. Go with the
True.
trials and tribulations, bro. And I think that's where people get spooked at and get in these interrogation rooms and get the, oh well, shit. If I give you this, can we work out a deal? Really, bro? Hood, if you go in there with your mouth closed, bro, you damn near got a possible chance of beating the case when you plead the fifth. So
Yeah.
yeah,
They have a
telling man,
way of making you think like, oh, we're trying to help you. You know, just give us
it ain't
something.
nowhere
But they're not.
helping you.
They're not your
It
friend.
ain't
They're literally
nowhere
your
helping
enemy.
you. It ain't nowhere
Yeah.
helping you.
No.
You got me here for a reason. The first question I would ask is, am I under arrest or am I detained? See, people be getting mixed up with arrest and detain. Detain is you just being held for the moment. Arrest is your ass is getting sent off the booking process. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Well,
So,
you're currently detained until you tell us something we want to hear, basically.
I mean, shit. You like a Subway sandwich and they offer it to you and you hungry, you gonna eat it.
Yeah.
That's what you dudes gonna do just to get a safe comfort zone in I guess, man. When you get in that interrogation room, they gonna try to make you feel comfortable. But plead the fifth.
And then you have someone that you actually look up to, Tiny Bone. So what's a really good story you have with Tiny Bone?
No comment. No comment. He's a good man. You feel me? Yeah, you're a good man. You're a good man. But like I said in that last interview, I met Big S Bone. I didn't become an S Bone because of him. I was running around with Baby S Bone and Tiny S Bone. So when Tiny S Bone grabbed me, I was already trying to learn the good side and the bad side of the game. So I'm saying what is what, and what is not. Tiny S Bone is giving me exactly what to do and not to do. Mind you, I'm still young. I'm 12, 13 at the time, so I'm bumping my head. And he's still giving me this. Hey, look, you ain't doing it right. You do it like this. So if I can honestly say, if anybody ever gave me the right side about game banging, I'll say Tiny S Bone.
Do you feel like you knew what you were getting into when you say good and bad side? Like now you know what the good and bad is, but at back then, did you know?
Like, I think I was always sharp for my age. What I mean by sharp, I always paid attention. I was fast to speak, but I always paid attention. So when I start when I started understanding what 40s was or game banging was, I was around 9, 10. When I start seeing yellow tape and all that shit, now I'm understanding, oh, that's bad side of the game. When I start seeing the good side of when I had Tiny Esmo honestly telling me, hey, look, this is the good side of the game, school, jobs, money, and shit like that. But he also telling me the bad side of the game isn't where I'm at right now. You feel me? So I also had to my head on my own and go back into damn Tiny Esmo did tell me everything that I go through. So I always tell my hat to him by actually being a fucking older homie, a big homie to me. He being a big homie, and to this day we talk on a daily basis, and he still gives me the game that I still carry.
Is he locked up right now or is he on the streets? He's in the streets.
He's he on the streets. He be on the streets like he got a gift, and he don't know what a jail cell look like. So it'd be like, man, for him to be out there as long as I've been seeing him in live, yeah. Tiny Esmo was a man that I looked up to, and still tip my hat to, like I said.
How long have you been locked up for?
Approximately just made 3 years in February.
Damn. How long do you have
Just
left?
not a season, but a couple months. I'll be home in a couple months.
Okay,
Less than
good for you.
15 months. So
So I want to talk about so yeah, on 4th of July, 4 Extra had a little accident.
I send mine to the homie. I send mine. Off the back, I send mine. Color red.
So then I
I
see someone named Hoods to Foots was talking crazy. And you know how people always say be your own sometimes? Because then you see people like C-Star, he didn't say nothing about it. Anytime there's any smut on the 40s, he don't mention, like he don't talk about it. And then you have people like Hoods to Foots who right away is like happy about this shit. What do you think about that?
I mean, I don't have no. I can't say nothing because they have their differences. Whatever it is, I don't know. I can't even speak on it because I don't know what the fuck they got going on. Like they, both of them is the homies, and however they gonna figure it out, whatever they gonna figure out. Like I said, man, Poe actually need to get better. He will get better. I don't know why Fuzz is on there doing all that. Some shit is not for the internet, but some people feel like, hey, I need to go to the internet. I don't condone with hood politics on the internet, especially when it got to do with my medias, bro. Anything that we can discuss in person over the phone. You feel me? But some people like to see people down, and I don't really think Tiny Hustle Plus wanted to see him down. I don't know his angle. I don't know his angle, and I'm pretty sure everybody else want to ask certain 40s what's the angle. Nobody knows the angle. And shit, as far as I know right now, he's locked up. As far as I know right now, he's locked up. But they'll figure that shit out. That was the homies, though.
You think the angle is trying to get his name out there to also try to do YouTube? Because that's kind of how everyone's been coming up lately. It's like you
I'm
mention
not
someone,
sure.
start
Keep it
beefing with
real.
them.
Like I still ain't even opened DMs. I ain't even looked at it. Like I've seen like so I don't want to see that shit. But people send me more than what I'm supposed to be looking at. But I don't too much want to look at it because that's not my business. That's not my place. Those two homies, they can figure that shit out. I don't think Tiny Hustlefuss is trying to come to YouTube. I'm pretty sure he would have made a YouTube channel in because he has a life story that's interesting. I'm pretty sure you heard of him. Like so, I don't know. I can't tell you, man. So all I can say is get well, for extra. That's it.
And then I see X4 also had a lot to say, making fun of him. But at the same time, I seen Young and Hefe saying that Braze and C Star made it seem to him that it was all a play, like X4 and 4 Extra are actually cool. But then
Yeah,
when you go and make
they
fun of
most
somebody when they're
definitely
down,
cool. They most definitely cool. We all homies. Whether,
yeah.
however, social media put it, like you got to look at it. Everything is content, so you can make content right now, like you feel me, and people gonna spin it up on their own narrative. That's not whatever going on between them. That's not the case. All
I
that
mean,
shit
there's
is
a difference of making content like, hey guys, today 4 Extra blew his hand up versus, ha ha, you fucking don't have a hand. There's a little, it's content,
content.
but it's a little different.
It's trolling in content. So it's like I ain't talked to Expo since he been in jail personally. That's my young homie too. So I'm again, I can't speak on their situation. Like I said, those are two homies, and all that shit is a stunt. So YouTube need to figure out a way to fix they captions on these stories because literally how people are putting it to us, the gang culture, the shit how people are narrated on Instagram. I mean, YouTube. The police are looking at that type of shit. If you want to be honest, you gotta have somebody in jail, literally, because of them serious things that people are saying between X4 and 4Xers. That's not
Oh, just
straight.
beefing? Because if you're on probation or on
Oh,
parole,
come on,
you can't
that's
even
not no
beef
beef.
like that.
That's they not beefing. They not even having misunderstanding. That's homies, man. You feel me? So
Yeah.
yeah, they publicity stuff. I mean, everybody's money involved everywhere. So if I can do a publicity stunt with my homie and make it look like something it's not, and it's worth a couple hundred, I'm for sure gonna do it. A free X photo, free X photo.
Yeah, for everybody that ain't telling. So you were bunkies with Four Leaf, Sea Star. Tell me a
Yeah.
story from that.
Shit, I can tell you a gang of stories, man. Like a nigga that damn near did everything in the book with them niggas. So it's like I can tell you us from slamming niggas on the head, from being on the streets, from being around females. The nigga did all that shit, man. So I think the most interesting one I didn't been involved with them is the county jail because we broke a lot of people's spirit, fucked over a lot of people's careers, and it didn't come easy. It came with a little smut to it, and I'm gonna tell you straight what it is, and not, it's just interview here with C Star. Tell you, I'm straightforward. I'm gonna get right to it. I'm not a nigga that's gonna jump the gun. I want to know the deep ins and out of everything that's you feel me. So me being in the cell with them, I had just came from down from prison to fight an old case from like 2010, 2009, I believe, and Foley had just came down. He was D class, and I had just ran a fade with the hoops. I was in 22, 24. I had just ran one fade. I was probably down from prison 4 or 5 days. I was on Baker Road, and I'm next door to Tommy Tiny Rambo, and I just happened to come to the bars and see a big gentleman from the back. I'm like, damn, that looked like Foley, but I haven't seen him since we all was just on the streets and we all in custody. So when I did come in, I'm looking, I'm like, damn, is that? So I hit the hood call, like, oh, it's like 10 Hoovers up there, mind you. They don't know Foley is on the tier yet. Well, he's outside the gate, so when he hear me do the hood call, he spin. Comes to the tier, like, what up, bro? I got a little bullshit, little scratch. So he like, what happened? I'm like, Baker 8. Before I can even say I'm straight, he go right down there. Foley Crip was, I just hear dead homies don't give my young homie no phase, like Foley Crip, but come down there. But I'm laughing because the words I'm actually hearing him tell 6, 7, 8 grown men in one cell that some shit I wouldn't even go for. Foley's like, as a man, you don't let no grown man tell you furthermore, whatever the fuck that was. But fast forward, I end up getting pulled up to 47. This is where all this shit come to play. Leaf ended up moving me over there. I ended up fighting a little nigga toe tag for grams. I love his heart. I swear to God, he need to get on here and tell the truth about everything that was going on in that county. Because on the real, he got hard up in line and be 5'6" and 110 pounds. You feel me? So yeah, we in the cell in 47. This lineup sessions all day, all day. So you been around folks and you or just even around me and C Star, this is exactly what's going on. Everybody use oh y'all only because y'all be around leave. Nah. This is what we do by ourselves without cuz being around. You feel me? Um so I said that to say, man, 47 and being around Fort Leaf was most definitely the answer. That's bro. That's bro.
What happened the day it was a fight and T-Star ended up in a hole or
So look, when Lomac had did an interview with me about the same things, I can't speak on that incident. I know because I had just left back to prison when they dismissed that case. So prior to 47, but then after leaving 47, him and Lomac did go to 48, go to the hole because I guess they blew the whole tier up, gang violence as they supposed to. You feel me? I don't know. You going in there with 15 motherfucking enemigos and niggas got knives. I'm gonna sock the first nigga next to me. I'm not gonna give you actually just fucking me over. Like that's not never straight. You feel me? So yeah, you feel me? The C Star got more of a he stayed in the counter longer than me at that time. So yeah,
I heard you guys were living better than most people live in prison in the county.
still, still like this shit is ridiculous and on the real. Like it ain't fun. This is what I mean. Like for the younger crowd that's coming up, they think this shit fun because they see niggas in jail that got phones and all this shit. Yeah, it's cool. You in jail, man. It's cool. It's fun. We got the right to do shit that certain niggas in here wish they can do, but yes, nigga have his way up in here and still having his way is fun to a certain extent, but nigga want his freedom. Fuck these phones.
So what's the downside to everything for everybody watching?
Outside, man. When they come in here and beat this motherfucker up and take everything you start at the bottom. Outside, I stand your place. I watch people in this motherfucker get killed every day. Every day. It's just resume programming. Like these young generation that's coming up now, they think this shit is so fun and cool. No. And I encourage them to watch the who's, the 40 this, 40 that, because they're showing you exactly what's going on in this system. Like prison is so much changing right now as far as these yards, these level twos and level threes are changing to exactly 50-50. So dudes that's actually on these lines are getting themselves hurt because they're getting transferred out. You ain't got no choice. So yeah, if they want to come here and have fun and lose your life, because it ain't too many level fours. I want to act a level four GP for sure. It ain't too much good level fours. Everything is 50-50. Everything is S and Y. So if y'all want to come, bunker right here, man. Real shit.
Shit. Um, is there level? There's no level 5, right?
No, shit, that'll be damn
Five's
near
like the under the hole.
like the hole. You feel me? But they got the hole inside the hole because it's like where they put the high profile Mexican mafias, the BGF, the dudes that don't want to listen. They send them niggas to what's that indeterminate shoot. You going way back there, so that's a 5 year shoot term off the dribble. You feel me? So if you coming in here and with some of us in here, me, my city, we are validated for certain shit we done done in prison. And this is type of what I mean by validation. They got the going while you getting validated for shit. You do something in here that they don't feel like is that's a danger to the population. You're going to jail. You're not going to the hole. You're going to jail.
Damn.
So unless you want to step down, tail, and get out the shoe, that's the only way. But I ain't gonna lie, curse the kids, man. To actually take heed and listen. Prison is
So,
over.
but how do I even get in the hole? Like, because I've seen people fight before and they didn't get put in the hole. What gets you put in the hole?
SBI, GBI, stabbings, murder, um, extortion, shit like that, man. But it's really not no shoe
Extortion.
no more. It's really not no shoe no more. So it's like you can kill somebody and go do 8 months and get transferred out. You feel me? You gonna do 8 months back there, get transferred out.
8 months for one body?
It's like that.
That's
But you end
it.
up no more 8 months in the hole. But you going to court, it's just like going through it all over for sure. If you
Yeah.
finna get exactly what it is for attempted murder, or if you murdered a guy. So
So
yeah,
what's
man,
your
that's
relationship like with the who's who's?
Braves. I ran across Braves in YA. I was in fucking CLC. He was in no, he was in CLC. I was in Miramore in AV. I don't really too much know him like personally to be like that's my boy. Every story that I know for sure. When I was around him in YA hood, it was he a good dude. He
You
good
never
people.
seen him get beat up?
Good people. He good people. No, I ain't never seen him get beat up. I ain't even too much really asked about it, but everything that I heard that we beef with,
Yeah.
bra- brazen, socked the face in or two, five, six, whatever.
What about his roommate? GB?
I don't know him personally. I don't know
Yeah.
him. Should be good peoples. He ain't never braised. So
What does that mean? If
I
he's in
mean,
there with braids, you act like
I'm
you've never
not
had
gonna
a
sell up.
weird ass roommate.
I'm not. I'm not gonna sell up with nobody that I feel that ain't straight.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, I don't know him, but I just heard like he owed people money and had Braids like kind of fighting his battles for him, but I don't know him, so
I would think that's a rumor because Braves ain't finna fucking
I mean
fight.
the whole Munchie B thing's a rumor and everybody seems to believe that, but you don't believe a rumor that's true.
I don't. I swear
Yeah.
I didn't hear so much crazy shit about me. I just be laughing like, but it be the difference between when niggas actually see the person they talk about versus the, you feel me?
Yeah. Tell me about you ever had yeah, tell me about a fight you had that the one story that really stands out when you look back, you're like, damn.
I'm not gonna lie. I had a fight up here. I know how to defend myself very well. I'm fucking crip, very well. It was an incident up here with somebody you did an interview with, Treyway from Hoover.
Okay.
Uh, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I'm not doing my thing. The man gave me a hard fight, and I'm like, damn, am
Okay.
I getting
Shout out
or
Treyway.
Fulton Crip, the little nigga gave me a hard fade, man. Like you feel me? Hood, it was a misunderstanding. We had words, and instead of us taking it to the yard on some real nigga shit, like it could have got both of us hurt, or just matter of fact, could have put both of the whole community at risk because we rivals and we sneaking off, ducking off in cells, fighting each other. That's you feel me?
Yeah.
But real niggas respect shit like that because I don't gotta go run to the homies when I got an issue about anything. If I feel like as a man I'm disrespected, I'm gonna handle it right there, and we handled our situation as men. You
Yeah.
feel me? It could have went south. Um, yeah, Treyway was like one of my hardest phase, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't. There ain't too many niggas that don't fucking people say they beat it finesse bone up.
Is he
I,
shorter? Like, I'm assuming he's shorter, weighs less.
he's taller than me. I'm 5'8", cuz it's like 6'1", 6'2".
You're 5'8", so how he's taller. How tall is Four Leaf?
Like 5'11".
How tall C Star?
Probably around my height or shorter. Nah, he like my
Yeah.
height.
How much
He like
shorter?
he like my height. He like
Okay.
my height. Like my height for
Same
sure.
height?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably the
I
dreads
seen a
make him look
photo. He looked a little shorter than you. I don't know.
probably the dreads make him look a little taller. We probably around the
Maybe.
same. Around the same.
Um, who you ever called anybody out and they didn't want to fight? They was like, nah, on some pussy shit. Like, nah,
Yeah.
I ain't got a problem with you.
It's so crazy that you asked that because me and the homie S board from 6 today, we were just talking about that. This is another incident, whole different year in the same module of 47. I want to say the nigga name was he's a Scooby Groove, but he ain't the Scooby Groove. He was like a mixed breed Mexican nigga. He was right there going around the county doing a gang of bullshit to homies, and he ended up getting on a tier. And that's just so crazy. I was getting ready to go to court, and I'm like having to slide by. Where you from? I'm from over. They call you? Scoop. Yeah, phone because we got phase. He like, well, but I do the trick bag with him. Like, look, bro, like you got phase, or fuck crib, you can just get up out of here. He like, man, y'all gonna do what you do, bro.
And he just
Me,
left. What's his name?
He a Scooby Groove. I talked to his big homie about him. Talked to his big, I
Okay.
mean, talked to his big homie about him. But yeah, man, the nigga pulled over the police, man, and like, hey, I don't want to be here. But they came right to my shit, like, come on, Bone. I'm like, bro, I'm like, gonna go to court. Like, shit, I actually want some coffee. I don't know anything else about him on the leave. Got some coffee for you, Black. That's about it.
Because what happens then? You get a DP or oops.
Yeah, yeah. You said what happens then?
Yeah, because what's the point of if someone calls you out and you don't go for it, then you get a DP or because you
I
getting your
mean,
ass beat either
I,
way.
I
Might as
think
well just took it.
this bullshit that's going around in the county, it's cool to turn down the fade that these niggas doing, man. Like, you feel me? So, you're supposed to get your ass whooped, for sure.
I have to take
Even
every fade I'm called out. What if I'm getting called out every 10 minutes?
get your ass in there and get your ass whooped.
Damn.
Get in there and get your ass whooped. Even like, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Like, even when I was with C Star, is before even C Star came, it was a time where it was just me. I'm just fighting this like fuck. Then one of my homies come in, it's like, all right, bro, now your ass can go first. Cause after a while, it's like we doing this shit every day.
Yeah.
This is what we do every day. You feel me? Like you have certain people, bro, that just like they love to do that shit. I'm not a person that love to fight. I'm gonna fight because I got to because it's in the rule book. But when I do fight, I'm gonna try to hurt a niggas. When you sock somebody, what are you trying to do? Trying to hurt them.
Yeah.
Any nigga, I feel like I fight. I be thinking some crazy shit like, bro, scissors, axe, gun, what? But nah, the county jail take every fade, bro, because you gonna get a cold backlash. Shit. Not that niggas care. Like I said, I done had niggas say crazy shit about me, but on Foggy Crib, it's because when you have a flawless record, everybody gonna say something because they want a hiccup. They
Yeah.
want a hiccup, but it's like, come on, cuz, I'm really like, why don't you tell me versus they're telling the whole, not just saying me about that incident, but a lot of niggas that start rumors. That's why I do my investigation on any fucking thing. Because let's just say I do jump the gun. It's somebody I gotta answer to. At the end of the day, I'm not bigger than the program. So if I jump on a nigga because my boys sit here and tell me, or I know based off of our relationship, my homie ain't never lied to me. Hey, bro, he told, get him. And I get him, I gotta answer to that.
Yeah. Because what if he didn't tell? What if he just took his bitch?
Exactly. And listen, you got a lot of dudes that that's a lot of shit that's going on out there in here. A lot of dudes that just go off purpose. You gotta go get you gotta go through every detail, man. Every detail because with you can have a misunderstanding on something and break this down to somebody and get an understanding with them. Hey, look, bro, how you narrating this about this individual, that's not the case.
Yeah.
So I'll be feeling like, damn, I can't get inside your head, so let me hear what you're talking about. It's gonna be I would say 3 times to every story.
What are your thoughts on Munchie B?
Which one?
What do you mean? Munchie B, the blind man.
I don't too much knowing. To be honest, I don't know. I heard stories about him.
Yeah. Because he's someone that had a flawless record, and it's almost like people had to put that story out to try to fuck with him.
I've heard things, but like I said, I can't give it. I can't give input because I don't know him personally. I wasn't there, so you feel me? Even if they say it is true, I want to be there to see it. I don't give a fuck if it's 100 people telling me I did it.
Yeah.
I
I
want to
need to
see
see
it.
this shit for myself. I need a
Really?
video.
Fucking grip because that's how you become niggas victims by saying shit that you really don't know nothing about, and that's how a lot of dudes get themselves hurt, or that's how a lot of beasts be starting because niggas will go off what the next nigga said. No, bro, be there, or even just ask the person. But yeah, I don't too much know nothing about him. I heard about him, but I don't know nothing about him like that.
I mean, no one's
Tiny.
gonna admit to something like that happening to them, but if it didn't happen, I'd be mad pissed off because it's like, bro,
What
this
they
didn't
say
even
happened? What they
happen.
say happened? What they say happened?
They said, well, apparently, allegedly, he got knocked out and had peanut butter put in his ass.
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
First time hearing this story, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I mean, shit.
I don't believe it. Because if you really want to know the truth about certain things, I'm not gonna lie. Ask someone's bitch. Like I think a lot of men in prison do this thing where they pillow talk to their girl, and the girlfriends know a lot of shit they don't need to be knowing. And then when he ends up cheating on her, and now she's an enemy, she's gonna go. What's the first thing she's gonna do? Tell on him, or go to his enemies, or.
Yeah.
But nobody believes them because they're like, "Ho says no say," but bitches be knowing more shit than a lot of men.
Yeah, because you gotta look at it like this. A nigga around me personally, I see the nigga tell just to get back to the bitch. I can't lose my bitch, she gonna leave. So you finna get this
Yeah.
man just to get back to this bitch. Like, come on, man. And that's mainly why niggas really be telling out there, bro. If you living a good lifestyle and you got a lot of money and you got bitches, you gonna tell to get back out there. Unless you got principles
Yeah.
and more. But if you desperate to get back to them streets, 9 times out of 10, them niggas gonna get that up. And that's what the community is right now, is damn near rats, bro. So I'm not gonna even associate with that type of shit.
Because people are telling and still getting time anyway. Somebody just got 80 years for and they
Yeah,
told, so it's like, damn, like you should have
it's
just
like
not
judge
said
God,
nothing.
the judge and DA getting tired of niggas going there telling, bro. We cutting y'all deal. Matter of fact, we gonna tell on your ass. We gonna he telling, but you finna get more time than a shooter because you just volunteered to get some shit up, stupid.
Yeah. The worst is when they get out of jail for telling and they're on the street, do some other shit, and now they go to jail for 20 years, and it's like, wow, so you did all that for nothing.
Hell yeah, I mean I see that every day on this yard, dudes that just like not even a telling, get out. It's a dude I just seen. I was just talking to probably like 10 months ago. I'm coming out to go to visit my daughter a couple months back. Bro, you just home. Oh, it gave me 59 years. What the fuck? I have a cousin on this yard that just paroled 3 years ago when I came in. He got 2 consecutive licenses now in fucking 2.5 years now. So it's like, come on, man. Y'all want to get out there and play with the game? Get out there and play with it. I'm not.
What's your plan when you get out? Because you have a fear that you're gonna get out and then come right back for even longer.
I don't get out there. I'm not going out there to get nobody way. I'm not trying to be in nobody lane. I'm not trying to race to be in nobody way. Just don't get in mine.
Yeah.
We
What's
gonna
your
be cool.
plan? Like, are you doing music?
Don't need to, but if I'm bored on, I can give it a try. But now I'm finna go out there and be a daddy. That's what I'm finna go do. I'm
Yeah.
I'm new to this father shit. I got a 3-year-old, so I've been watching her grow up the whole time I've been in prison. So I'm not too much worried about being around a gang of men when I get out and none of that shit. So
How often do you think you see her?
the 3 years I've been in jail is damn near been like every other week.
Nice. That's good.
Every other week. So me and her got a bond to where it's like we locked in. We
What's your
locked in.
relationship like with the mom?
No comment.
Okay.
We we cool. We cool. We cool. We for the baby. So
Yeah.
just
Co-parenting.
figuring it out, man. Figuring out we co-parenting.
Yeah, that's good. So I heard this basically there was a video I saw of you that Tiny Munchie recorded when he got in y'all cell. And then Munchie was talking about that, then the Who's mentioned it.
Hmm.
Why is it wrong for him to be in a cell with 240s if y'all didn't get down? Is that wrong? Because I thought it was harmless.
It's harmless. I think I've been knowing Munchie since we was kids before gangbanging. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'm not worried about nobody tell me about. You feel me? I done
Yeah.
did everything in the book, and I ain't gonna lie, for certain niggas that did speak on that, they ain't never even said nothing to me and Tiny Munchie. You feel me? That's why they brought it to see how Braze gonna react. You feel me? So Braze got on there with his own like theory of it. Like I even told Braze that video was harmless, but all that what a nigga done to niggas homies, that's irrelevant, bro. That shit
Yeah.
history. You feel me? Tiny Munchie is not a dude from Inglewood family that the hood hate. or to her say be like, he just a homie, killer, killer, killer. You feel me? I don't know, I ain't know him to be that type of guy towards the hood, so I don't give a fuck. I wasn't in the wrong. That's my homeboy. You feel
Yeah.
me? Everybody got homeboys from different sides. It just niggas be feeling like, damn, they can do it. Bray's talking about shit. Let him say something. That's pussy shit. Like literally, that's pussy shit, bro. For nigga to like send that to the hoops, like it was funny. It didn't go nowhere. It
No.
didn't go nowhere. So that video was harmless. Free Tiny Munchie. Uh,
Nah, free tiny munchie. I know he do be mad respectful, even though like he'll put like fuck neighborhood in his haircut and shit.
you got to understand this, right? I can't be mad at a nigga getting shit like that. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what your hood pressed. You feel me? It's not like a nigga in the county or a nigga on the streets or a nigga just kaboom a nigga. You feel me? Nah, it's one of them situations to where nigga, I have no choice but to be respectful and cool and cordial with a nigga in prison. Not just saying Tiny Munchie, just any nigga that's walking the yard. I don't gotta talk to him on a daily basis, but
Yeah.
I do gotta run across the yard, whether you an enemy or not. You feel me? I do gotta assist you in any type of situation if it's black and brown. And some of them people that honestly say shit to just be speaking out their ass, like that was just to get content. You ask me,
Hmm.
on phone, that shit just did numbers for
Like
nothing. Just
if people weren't on YouTube, you think that would have not even been an issue. People are just looking for any type of content to make.
all right, all bullshit to the side. How many people every fucking day? How many DMs do you get when people just talking to you about pointless shit? Just
Like
for the conversation.
20
Just
times a day.
okay. So look, those are one of them ones where it's like, damn, I'm bored. Let me just sit. It's don't hood. Somebody just sent that just being bored. They ain't got a job or some shit like that. If they do, they just it ain't too much. People
Yeah.
just bored, cuz and just do shit like
You don't think it's like instigators, like people want to see y'all argue?
they want to see shit.
Yeah.
Mine, look, Braves. This is why I had a question for Braves. It was like, damn, bro, like if you was on my Instagram and you said you see me put Inglewood Family K after whatever the fuck, and I was still thinking like, damn, mind you, like I said, if I go back to what I said, this is something that I fought Treyway over or over a social media thing. I'm not worried about the lumps of bruises go sit in the cage. If for sure Bray's seen that on my page, it would have been a screenshot of it, right?
Yeah.
And it would have been a thumbnail next to then the response would be, hey, S Bone and Munchie. It was a melee in Lancaster. So yes, I feel like people just want to see shit because S Bone and Munchie on the yard and with the young T.O. But that's what mainly that was about when they seen like, damn, Munchie, you want to sit with S Bone T.O. They didn't. That's irrelevant, homie.
Yeah.
Like, that's street shit, bro. We in prison. I'm like, y'all keep talking about, oh, what nigga did to people, homie. So what? That's irrelevant to that video, bro. That video was harmless.
Yeah.
So
People
yeah,
just making a big. What are your thoughts on 600? Because I think he was managing you for a while.
yeah, we cool. Um, that's the homie. I don't really got too much to say. We
Yeah.
straight.
I feel like a lot of people got so much to say about him, like he's a
I don't
rat.
feel like
But it's like,
people.
but everybody's still on his dick. So
Mind you, gotta look at it like this, right? Cause just a big nigga that don't give a fuck. He don't care. Like he gonna speak what's on his mind, and if it's wrong, if it's right, he gonna give you the wrong. He gonna give you this game in the bad side.
yeah.
Some shit that you say, uh, but mind you, bro, some shit he actually is saying is true though. He's saying a
Yeah.
lot of shit that's facts, and I'll be feeling like niggas would be like, damn, cuz my reef from the hood. What do that have to do with a nigga saying was right? How you know cuz not from the hood? Was you back there when he got put on? Or are you
They
just
say
going
that
off?
about everybody.
A nigga would be like, oh well, just because I ain't never seen him for this amount of time, couldn't. How the fuck can you say that? You wasn't around for this year, for this man's situations, and I'll be feeling like a lot of niggas speak out of turn when you speaking with for that situation if you was there. Don't speak about a third party of what you heard to the next nigga. Because like I said, this is how you become a victim. This is why niggas come approach niggas. Hey, bro, you said this. This is how niggas get killed because
Yeah,
you playing with niggas' names, bro. Like people is crazy, but 600, that's the homie. That's
yeah.
the
No,
do
I
I
fuck
agree
with
with, do
600.
I agree
I
with
love his
folks?
content. He do be saying crazy shit, like when he
Yeah, like
said
yeah, the hood,
for extra losing his hand, it's like at least
good.
somebody didn't lose their life now. I still think for extra's gonna be beating the shit out of people because once that shit hardens up and it's a nub, that shit's gonna be mad tough. Like you're gonna be able to beat people.
It's so crazy, right? Foley Crip, I fought a nigga from Fresno Hoover in YA that had a nub.
To hear, and I bet you that shit hurt.
What?
Cause then
First
they
time I had a
lose
black, I
feeling.
had
They
a
can't
black
even
eye.
feel like they could beat the shit out of
First
you.
time I had a black eye, he would hit me harder with the nub, but fast with this one. I felt the nub more than I felt this one. But if I had a black eye, would have nigga had a nub, and I'm pretty sure on Foley Crip,
Wait,
extras
but if
gonna
somebody has
move.
one arm, they didn't make you like put one arm behind you and just like fuck it, one arm. They gonna make you really just. They
It's
gonna fight
crazy.
somebody with two arms? That's not fair.
I had a homie rush me. He had a paralyzed arm. I'm like, bro, watch out. Like, I end up fighting this homie because of that shit. Like, I'd rather spot with one of your homies from your hood, bro, versus me fighting one hand like that. Look like that's weird. But
Yeah, because the thing with that is, I don't even like losing the hand is fucked up. Like, that's like the most fucked up. But what
yeah,
I'm worried about is more like, what if the police looks at that and go, he had very ill intentions to throw that shit at somebody? Why don't, because that shit's illegal. Why don't we arrest him?
God forbid it. I don't see them doing that. Mind you, I don't think 4Extra's intention was to hurt nobody to know. We having fun. It's 4th of July. Accidents happen. You
Yeah.
feel me? I have a homeboy where one of his kids and blew off their hand the same shit that fucking Extra did. So she's hers. I don't. Hers is just now actually fully healing, and that was like 3 4 years ago. So it's gonna be a healing process. 4Extra stupid enough to try somebody or sock somebody in the mouth with it. Yes, he's going to do it. And I promise you, you gonna hear about 4Extra socking somebody with that motherfucker in a couple months, couple
Because right
weeks.
now they can't even put him with everybody. They would have to keep him in medical, right? Until he heals up.
You will be in medical for sure. You'll be in medical. So it's open wound. It's a very tragic one at that. Like
Yo, that shit, even if that was my enemy, I think I would feel bad because that's like, that's life changing. Like King Phil said.
for real. Like I've been seeing a little comments of people making jokes of 4Extra's injury. It's not funny. Like you
No.
said, well, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy because this is shit that I actually think about on a daily basis. Like, what if? Just a what if? You feel me? Because I watch shit that go on people, and it's always a what if for me. And like I said, I got something that's out there that I'm waiting to get home to, and she don't know what this type of shit is, and shit like that. Accidentally, and extras had an accidentally blow his hand off, and people was making fun of his injury. That shit ain't funny. What if it was your family member? What if it was your kid? What if it was your brother? What if it was your father, your grandfather?
Yeah.
And,
Nobody
and
thinks
people
like that
making
until they think it can't happen to them, but that shit could happen literally to anybody.
it can happen to anybody. I swear to God, it can happen to anybody. Like it was a dude. I ain't gonna say too much. It was a dude that was on the news. He a couple months back, earlier this year, where he ran his car into a crowd in downtown LA.
Yeah.
People making fun of his incident up here a couple days ago. It's not funny that you watch people like what I mean that the good side of the game to where now I'm realizing it. That seeing the threat of somebody getting hurt don't excite me no more. So when I'm seeing people laugh at somebody taking his last breath from when you got 70 something puncture wounds, that shit be like, come on, bro. What if that was your family? You feel me? So for everybody that's out there laughing, karma gonna come back in 10,000 different ways. That
People were
shit.
saying that that was his karma for basically being a bully, but I don't think he was being a bully. I think he was
He's not a
defending himself
bully.
because
He's not a bully.
Uncle, what's his name, 607, Uncle was calling him gay when he wasn't there. So I don't think he did anything wrong by trying to scare him a little bit. He didn't touch him.
Oh, extra did what exactly he was supposed to, and like extra said with that 607 unk shit.
Yeah.
He's doing everything that's supposed to happen off camera, on camera. A lot of people be going to this shit with the I'm gonna try these people on camera. You gotta understand, Extra's still an active gang member,
Yeah.
that's in the hood all day. So when you got niggas that like him that actually put on for the hood, and you got a nigga that's like 607 playing with the hood and try to play stupid when you know you been this man age and he never been yours. 40 crib, you playing with a nigga intelligence by saying what is that? Fuck you mean what is that?
Yeah.
Man, cuz on 40 crib, so he wouldn't have been wrong if he slapped him or knocked him out on camera. No, that's what's supposed to happen on camera because now let me take you back into reality because nigga, fuck this cameraman because you playing with my integrity, bro.
But apparently 607 Unc said that off camera, what really had him spooked and not coming back to No Jumper is that For Extra was saying, I'm going to unalive you off camera. I think he was just trying to fuck with him because you want to fuck with people? Let's see if you like it.
You gotta understand this, man. I watch 607 Unk shit. I find it very interesting. He funny as fuck, and I be showing my silly shit. But when you come out here, leave that Louisiana shit out there, bro. Because on 40 Crip, you coming into our domain, like he said on there. You got 15 niggas, bro. Okay, it's cool that you walking up. You a man. Walk up to whatever that's approaching you, bro. But when you get to playing this stupid ass shit, mind you, got Orlando. What's his name from That's So
Orlando
Raven?
Brown?
He getting choked out on fucking no jumper. I'm surprised actually didn't slap the shit out of him for just even saying because that's really offensive in the county jail or even on the streets. Period. Nigga be like, yeah, 40 crip, and they be like, what's that? What are you playing with the hood, bro? It's disrespectful. So I'm surprised he didn't go across his throat or grab him then.
Yeah, I would have not been mad if he would have slapped him at least once because he did say a lot of crazy shit, saying like that he basically was saying that For Extra likes being in prison because he likes booty stuff. So it's like, what do you think was gonna happen?
Listen, 607 and I'm gonna say this to you. For a nigga that's in the streets all day, you're gonna go to jail.
Yeah.
Period. It's written in stone, bro. If you a nigga that's in the you gonna go to jail. You gonna bump your heads, mind you, cuz goddamn near 20 parole violation for what? Being on Vernon. Like, come on now. Like, that don't even
How
make
long you
sense.
think 607 Unc would last in county?
He not. He ain't going to mainline.
No, he
He
going to the
ain't.
you think he going to the towers right away?
Hell yeah. You gotta look at it like
He going
this,
to
right?
PC.
You gotta look at it like this, right? The county jail got access to seeing this type of shit. First thing niggas cut in niggas' head is, where you from? Oh, I'm from Louisiana. But mind you, he's so cocky and arrogant. Oh, I'm 607 up, watch my shit. You got niggas in LA County, I'm finna tie you up and extort you, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, he great. So I think he's smart enough to be like, damn, me going to LA County, knowing this Foesh domain, he got torpedoes in here. FC ain't hitting main line. I'll tip my
No.
hat if he do. I'll tip my hat if he do. But bro, this ain't Louisiana, bro.
Nah, he was better off being cool with people, going to the hood. Now he can't come to the hood even if he pays.
Yes, he could.
Which hood? What, he could come to the 40s?
Hell no. You got
How
look
much
at
for
it.
him to come to the 40s if he's like, yo, like, let me donate thousand,
You
two
got niggas that
thousand.
want to be cool with him just because he's 607 and like I said, I like his videos. He sing cool, but he say dumbass shit. Like, come on, bro, all that. Be realistic, my nigga. You gotta be.
He's trying to do what Charleston White did, but with gangs. So it,
My point is actually you can't do what Charleston White did. I mean, it's getting you a little limelight. It's cool. Get your
yeah,
money. Do your homework when you come to people backyard, man.
yeah,
Do your homework. When you
yeah,
if I was him and I was coming out here from Louisiana and I'm going into Faux Extra domain, no jumpers his domain. You in our backyard, bro. You're going to see this man. This is where he work at. So you come in there. If I'm coming to somebody's shit, I'm gonna watch everything about how they lingo, what not to say, what not to do, because, for example, look what you said on there. I told you, what is that? How did 4X react? You lying. You finna get your fucking neck rubbed.
He
Do
just
your
trying to go
homework.
viral so bad, you know,
Do that. You finna go viral. You finna
for the
go
wrong
viral,
reasons.
bro. The way you don't want to go viral, bro. You finna have a nigga choke your ass out on camera. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. Like, and I'm pretty sure, bro, in the hood, if Extras wasn't trying to be professional as much as he was, he would have hit that man in his face. For sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
I don't know because no jumpers they don't encourage violence, but if it happens, they're not
It
frowning
happens.
upon
You
it. Like I
can't,
know I could have punched somebody, but I'm like,
man, I'm not gonna lie, right? Yeah. I've never been on a podcast like that to say the rules and contracts, but I'm pretty sure it come with that. But like I said, you got niggas like Extras that stand on principles and morals that be like, fuck this podcast, fuck this camera. It's 40 crib, nigga. We still beefing out here. You
yeah,
feel me? Not just saying 607 over, just anybody, period, bro. It's people dying for slick shit they say. Real shit.
yeah.
We see
But
this
I
shit every
guess
day.
when a person's trolling and they're telling, I'm trolling, but you literally dissing every hood there is. You dissing the fucking people from Chicago, all of LA, some of New York.
You don't troll like that. You don't troll this from somebody hood. That cause a bigger problem than what the fuck the troll is.
Yeah,
You
because
trolling that
then
lane that you trolling that lane that you troll on, not oh shit, I'm gonna troll a whole hood. No, bro, you gonna get your
because
ass
who does he
smoked.
expect to have his back? The LA Hoovers? Because they're not gonna have. They don't consider him a real Hoover.
I thought he's from rolling 60s.
No, he's from the '60s, but that's why it's 60. But it's seven because out there in Louisiana, apparently the Hoovers and the '60s are united in some way. So he's both.
Bullshit.
He has Hoover written on his stomach
Man, look, cuz on hood,
in
that's
like little
bullshit.
ass letters, like this.
He's moving. He's moving.
Yeah. Oh,
Gotta be
he
who on your stomach, bro. You not from six, so that we don't condone that shit.
Well,
Under
it's
no
Louisiana.
circumstance.
Apparently, the rules out there are different. But when they interviewed somebody
Like I
from there,
said,
they
hey,
said that
hey,
he was bullshitting. That it doesn't work like that.
six oh
You can't
seven
be
Unk.
from two different
If you
gangs at the
claiming,
same time.
and this to him, if he claiming Hoover and 6 if, and I'm pretty sure he say he with this voodoo shit.
Mm.
Oh, that's gonna get voodoo, man. Stop doing that shit, man. Make talk common sense.
You don't
If you
think it's
come to
voodoo
LA,
now?
if you come to LA and you from Louisiana 60s and Hoover out there, do your homework on your hood. Both of them hoods that you from out here. 6 and Hoover don't get along.
Yeah.
Stupid ass. That's a hood that don't beef. Then we get on no jumper. Oh, I'm from Louisiana, so I don't know. That's your fault.
How do you not know, but I know, and I'm a white girl from Brooklyn? That makes no sense. You, if you're on the internet, you know. That's like when he said Munchie Bees. I didn't know he was a blood. Everybody and their mother knows that he's a blood. That's how do you not know who you're
Listen,
gonna
listen.
be podcasting with?
He got a good lane with this crazy ass role he playing. A good
Yeah.
ass lane. I see it. Listen, I see that shit all day in here. So the man got common sense to get on there and no, I'm from out here. You good enough to say you from Louisiana and you don't know this type of things. You graduated high school, right? You graduated with some type of knowledge. So open your eyes, bro, and do your homework. Open your laptop, get on your phone, bro, and do the research at California. The game coaches that you're from Hoover or 6 bro, because where we from out here,
What is he gonna research? That they're not cool in LA. You're gonna have to pick a side when you're in LA, which
okay,
is the
look,
'60s
look.
because
Fuck
you're
the
from the
internet.
'60s.
Fuck getting on YouTube, watching all that shit. Go to the Hoovers and say, hey, bro, I'm from Louisiana, but I'm from 6 but I'm from Hoover.
Oh, they're gonna beat the shit out of him.
That nigga gonna be on KCal 9 News.
Yeah.
He gonna be on KCal 9 News. Dead homies. And I bet you if he was to pull up, it's a young nigga sitting on the car somewhere with a ski mask. He probably gonna
Yeah.
hear, you from where?
He getting
Nah,
washed.
man, they gonna cook that ass. He gonna be in that
Yeah.
mother. What's that glass? That bone cup he got? That crazy looking shit. They gonna pack him in that.
Oh, I don't know. What do you think about people saying he do voodoo? You think that's for real? Because he was saying so tomorrow this is the last day somebody's gonna have their hand, and then the next day somebody lost their hand. Do
I'm
you
gonna keep it
believe in
real.
voodoo?
I'm gonna keep it real. Look, look, look. I ran across somebody that possibly knew that shit because her and a family member had gotten to it, and she like something very bad is gonna happen in this house. And I swear to God on my daughter, something very bad happened to a family member in that house.
Yeah.
Probably within, like a good 3 weeks after that person left the residence, something very bad happened in that house. And it was like, damn, she do voodoo, and she said something bad was gonna happen in the house. So I mean, if you doing shit like that, bro, because niggas sitting here playing with you, fool, you scandalous. If you put voodoo on a homie head, bro, you scandalous, my nigga. But that's probably what that cup in.
I'm pretty sure I've beefed with a bitch before that went home and lit up a bunch of candles and did, fuck this bitch. For sure. I believe in that. I believe in voodoo because you ever fell in love with somebody and you're like, wait, I didn't even like this person, but I believe in voodoo or brujeria, whatever the fuck that is.
Don't lie. I didn't tell so many bitches I love them in the hood. I didn't even love them. They were just like, I don't know what love is, bro. Like I just like actually start having feelings when I got my daughter. Real shit.
Yeah.
Like once I got her, like I feel everything. Like I feel every weakness. I feel every so it'd be like, all right. So that's where more like I gotta treat women better. But hell no, I ain't never been.
Why? Is it becoming a dad? Is it like, damn, like I wouldn't want nobody doing my daughter like that, so I gotta be a better man?
I think so because every male that I talk to, even my homies that have daughters, bro, be like we all have this. We have this not the same thing to say, but some similar as far as our emotion towards the little ones.
Yeah.
Mind you, every dude that's every nigga in my generation that I'm cool that I talk to on a daily basis, we all just start having kids in our late 20s, 27, 28. So they be like, damn, bro, like, how you feel about it? This how I feel. And I'll just be listening, like, I got a girl. I'm the only one with a girl. C Star got boy hair. All of my boys got boys.
Yeah.
I, I think I feel like a whole different feeling than what these niggas feel. Cause like when she was little and she used to cry, and I used to get mad at her mama, like, cuz, like, you feel me? So, yeah, yeah.
No,
But
but I hear a lot of people saying they want to have a daughter. I don't know, maybe being
I
around
wanted a
you.
boy. I wanted a boy.
You want a
I
boy? I think,
I
well,
was kind
C-Star
of
wants to
like
have a girl. So you want a boy. You kind of like want what the other has.
they told me when I went to her I think like her third ultrasound. I guess a boy. Mind you, I was on my way to jail, so I wasn't gonna be there for when she got born. So when I had came into custody, I'm already said like, yeah, I got a boy on the way. I'm like, mama, like, I'm like, what the fuck that mean? Like, it's not a boy, it's a girl. So my mind state changed differently. Like, damn, like, how am I going? Because what I was sensitive to at the time before all this shit got taken off, I was in my head like, damn, if I finna come home with my daughter at this age, is she finna like me? But I'm coming at home at a decent age to it's like I've been with you this whole time and you understand who I am.
Yeah.
So when I say I want another girl, hell no, because I'll probably be back here. I'll probably be back here because it's like I think that'll be my weakness. Like with a boy,
Yeah.
you'll be like he's straight. You feel me? With a boy, you'll be like he's straight.
No, you think that, but my mom even told me about my brother. You worry about a boy too, because you know how you have to, like, she tells me, you have to wait for him to bring a girl home, and then you're waiting for him to come home. What if he doesn't come home safe? I think for
Yeah,
a man it's way harder than for women have it way easier, in my
yeah.
opinion.
Because my mom, like I
Especially if your
told
father's in your life, you're gonna have a great life. If your father's not in your life, good luck. Cause
you, I'm not gonna lie, because I was a daddy's boy for a long time. My dad ended up with
yeah.
his wife, and she went south. But I say this to say, I knew what 40s was when my dad was around. I was he left around when I was 7, 8. That's when he left. It's like I feel like I lost something. I didn't see him up until the time, but I was like 24 from 13 to 24.
Was he in the streets or
Man, that nigga was with a weird, but he was with a weirdo.
yeah. Oh, he
So
was like with a bitch that didn't want him to be in their kid's life and
in
shit.
my eyes, I felt like on Foley Crib, he allowed that bitch. to to get on. You feel me? So, and I've
Yeah.
been sticking with that since he walked out the door. But my mother always was a mom. Out of all my siblings, my mother more showed me attention because I was more in the streets. It was like I said, I grew up around some dangerous individuals, so I knew exactly what was going on. My mother grew up in a gang life, so she knew what was going on. So she's be on my ass. My older sister, my little brother at the time didn't know what the fuck was going on. So my mom, she went to the Radio Shack, got a police scanner. So whenever I left the house, she knew when I was going to jail for something. So my call, she like, I already heard. I like, damn. But
Damn. So she had the Citizens app before there was a Citizens app.
man, she was downloading that shit to her. But she had to go to the Radio Shack and got a fucking scanner. And whoever hooked that shit up for her, I used to be in the house, man. I leave. I wouldn't even know she had that shit. So one day she's like, man, I always kept tabs on you with listening to that
Damn.
shit. But I left the house, she was on my ass. Whenever I didn't check in, she came to the hood and she tripped on tiny ass bone in them. All she was ever told me, like, man, even if you don't come home, but I want you to come home, like, if this is what you gonna do, you gonna do it. But I'm gonna be a mother at the same time. She'd come get me, make sure I got money in my pocket, fed me. But if she'd tell me, don't leave, I'm out of here. I'm
Yeah.
going 2, 3 days at a time at 12, 13. You feel me? At young age, and what parent gonna leave their kid at the house at 12, 13 for 2, 3 days at the house? Gone. So it been times to where my mother like stood up more than my pops on some broke the game time down. And I'm like, damn, mom, how you know? When she tell me like, man, I did all that shit, but I made a decision on being a mother or being in the streets and get y'all to the system. My mama left that shit alone, and she did the best she can, but the streets mainly won. But as a mother, she did more than a better job than my pops for sure.
Yeah, I think the most important thing when being a parent is the effort. Because as long as you try and you want to be there, your kids see that. Like you feel, I know you feel lucky because a lot of people didn't have either parent. Some people had both parents in the streets to the point where they were homeless at like 9 years old. So you definitely, at least you had a parent that cared.
For sure, for sure. Like you feel me? We bump heads now, but we like it's my best friend. That's my best friend, and she still try to treat me like I'm like, man, I hear you, but I'm grown. Like, let me. But honestly, I can look back and say she gave me the good side and bad side before anybody.
Is
Before
your mom
anybody.
also from the 40s or?
No, I'm on my blood. And
Okay.
she's mingle with family, so it'd be like my daddy from Fort Trey over, my mama mingle with family, so it'd be like, I'm be like, how the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's
So
interesting.
I
What?
got
Because how do you decide, let's say your mom's a blood, you don't automatically want to be a blood, or how does that work?
I'm gonna keep it real. Like I didn't know it until men. Like I think my grandfather was like, they was talking like, oh, that's where your mom area. Where my mama from? Oh, she from there. I'm like, oh hell no. But I, I would say even if I think me and my son just had this conversation. You can grow up in this area that your family grew up in. Let's just say I grew up in Inglewood. But if I had a close family member I felt close with that stayed in the 40s, that wouldn't necessarily mean I've been fortunate or I had to be from Inglewood family. I could have been from anything else around this motherfucker. But I grew up in the hood. Like, I grew up in the heart of where I'm from. I grew up in the park. So I didn't know nothing else. Like, when I went to other shit, I'm like, my mom used to always tell me before I went anywhere. I don't say this because I used to bang the hood at a fucking little kid age. So I'm like, damn, why are you telling me this shit? Like, she giving me that understanding, like, nigga, this is what it is and this is what it ain't. And my pops is more on some like, if this is what you doing, I ain't gonna stop you and I ain't gonna hide. He didn't really want nothing to do with me. I think that's when he really left when he met his wife and he found out what I was doing or getting into. And we talked as when I got older. He like, bro, I didn't condone that shit. If that's what you was gonna do that shit. I lost an older brother to gang violence. So He told me I wasn't finna lose you, bro. I had words with my he had words with my older brother. My older brother brought the house. He get killed down the street. So
When
it's
he
like,
said that, did you know he was from Trey yet, or you didn't know?
yeah, hell yeah, man. That nigga was burnt out. He used to drive me over there with him, and I used to be like, these niggas dirty, cuz I used to be from. Like I used to be reading the sign, Hoover and the homies died. Like I used to hear that shit. Like, oh, this who the homies beef with. I'm like, all right, all right. So I got a pops from over there, and I got a mother that's in blood. So I got both sides.
I
But
think
even
that
people,
with the dad's wife, it's like women, they don't mind dating a man with kids as long as you're not in their life. If you're in their life, like, you know how women always say they don't want a man with kids, they just don't want you to speak to them. So that's kind of fucked up on her end because, it's kind of the woman's job to keep you in your kid's life. But I guess she was very like territorial, like she wanted all of his attention.
I mean, I don't respect any woman that don't want to keep a man away from their kids or shit like that because you do got actually women out there like that.
Yeah,
You lose all points for as the male and the female because it's like how you gonna make him choose between loving you and attention, give you all this attention when he got a kid. Like I never understand that, and
yeah,
I'm I'm not ever fit to have a bitch feel like she got to give me an ultimatum to choose her or my baby. Period. Like I would probably rip her fucking esophagus out of her throat if somebody ever told me shit like that.
yeah.
That's,
It's almost like you've seen it firsthand what it does to not have a parent in your life that you wouldn't do that to your daughter.
yeah, hell yeah. Because you actually see like people that go through trauma. That's what you call emotionally scarred. Because people go through shit with out shit like that and be mentally fucked up
Yeah,
because of shit like that. And I don't really. See, that's why I can sit here and say why I chose the streets in the part because I feel like I had lost something, which is my father when he went with his woman. I chose 40s versus him choosing. He chose his wife over. You feel me? So I went through that. So I
yeah,
don't respect female any male that give anyone either party an ultimatum of being, oh, you can fuck with me or fully give your kids attention. That's weak. That's
yeah.
weak as
I think just breaking the cycle of that is the only thing you could really do, and it sounds like you're doing a good job with that.
I'm trying. It's new to me, but
Yeah,
I'm, I'm figuring it out. I mean, I want to date a woman that's attached to me and my kid because it'll be vice versa. I'm not gonna treat nobody kid like even with my baby mother kids. I treat them as like they're mine, even though we're not together. I got love for them kids. I see them grow up as they grow up. I don't treat them no different than I treat mine.
yeah.
Yeah, shit like that, man.
So you know how everybody makes themselves seem super hard on the internet? Who's one person that you look at that you're like, this person is not who they say they are in real life?
Rico,
Which one's Rico?
the nigga from Hardthon Thug family.
Okay.
What's Rico the Great?
Not sure. What from where? From
Hardthon.
is
Like
that's an
he don't get in there and fight, but for the nigga to just be dishing the hood like that all over the bump the G on King Pill shit, and you tagging along with that boat.
yeah,
I wanted to go ape on his ass, but it's like, bro, I'm wasting my energy on like, come on, cuz I'm fucking because you'll get in the county with us and probably take a fade or two, if two, on fucking crib and be in the cell with us like you are, like you a homie. So yeah, you got niggas like cuz and shit. There's a lot of niggas on the internet. List goes on. List
give me
goes
another
on.
name. Give me somebody who didn't take a fade or did some pussy shit that you like that nobody even knows that he's just a bitch.
Shit, she started said all of them. She started
I
said them. So
which video? I haven't been watching C Star shit.
the YG Nut, we did the one about Made Boy. Uh, damn, I gotta break my brain to go back to a lot of shit.
YG
But you
Nut,
gotta
I remember that because that was the house the housekeeper apparently.
shit like that, shit like that.
I mean, if you in a cell with the 340s and you the only blood, what do you have a choice? I'd be cleaning shit up.
I'm gonna keep it real. It wouldn't even fucking matter.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even matter. Like I'd have been in share with him, but I'm gonna remain myself because at the end of the day, I know what I gotta do. It ain't gonna be no. But like that situation with us, it was yeah, that shit was crazy, man. That whole county jail shit was crazy with that whole 4,000 floor because Leaf was the muscle, but you had me and C Star as fucking kids, 21, 22, 23, just running around doing whatever, ever the fuck. Like we was really in a blood module. This motherfucker had what 47 had how many? It was what? Too much. They had what? The Hoovers had every fucking. You come in, you go to the left. It's Baker. It's Charlie Baker. That's 1 through fucking 23. Me and C start walking around. Fuck, this is what we want to do. I'm hood. But this is the shit that would Leaf in the module. Matter of fact, not even that. I was just telling my Sally, I'm gonna just take Leaf out. It was a nigga from Hoover. I forget his name, but he's out the 90s. I want to say they're 9'4" or 9 deuce, like 7 foot. He comes. The police had just started bringing Hoovers back into 47. I'm talking to the homies in there. We go by, the whole cell get black. This how big the nigga is. So I look up like, what up? He like, where Foley at? Foley Crip. Who is you and what you looking for the homie for? Oh, I forget the nigga name. Like, yeah, I'm from West Side Hoover. So I lean down like, Foley Crip, you got phased. Mind you, it's me, C Star, Low Mac, couple other homies in the cell. Me and C Star, we do our song sidebar. Like, this was being chattered in the cell. Don't wait till Lee come back. Foley's, we don't need, bro. Like, this we doing a regular without cuz, nigga, on hood.
Yeah.
Me and C Star on some like, they finna open up the gate for Peel Call. Foley Crip, we finna go in there and get in cuz ass. I'm not finna be rational with you. 7 foot, bro. Fuck Nate, but I'm gonna do it to you. When the doors open, mind you, the sheriffs do shit like this to see how people are going to react. They take Leaf off the tier, but they just happen to bring him back enough time to where when they took him, they thought this would open up Pill Call closer to when dude from Hoover Gate got open. Leaf comes to the tier. Me and C started in front of Gus Cell. What y'all doing? So we finna get all over cuz. All over cuz. But I'm gonna keep it real. The most activist blood that was in that module at the time was toe tag, mingle with family. A 19-year-old buck soaking wet 120, fighting everybody. Nigga coming, I want to fight you, S Bone. I'm like, bro, how old are you? It don't even matter, but all right. On 40 Crip is, nigga done did a lot of things in that county jail, bro. And I'm gonna keep it real. I can count on my hand how many Hoovers I fought going to the county. Every fight I ever took in the county was all bloods, all fucking bloods. Like I don't when I go there, bro, I probably if I'm in the county, I probably fight like 4 Hoovers the most time, the most. But all my face come from all red rags. All them
Is
niggas,
it
but
usually people calling? How does it work? Like they call you out, you call them out. It's
fuck, I'm tripping off the bag, so it wouldn't even be no what we doing. This I'm already peeled out. Foggy grip, it ain't finna be no where you from. You see what's on me. So look, bro, we finna do this, but
how often you fighting in the county? Every day?
some niggas fight every day. Some niggas fight when you get the roam around or when you go to court. Mainly it's gonna be at court, but if you in the county where most niggas run from on Foggy grip, and I like staying in the county. You go to Wayside and you got your wiggle room to run away from your fights and all that, but you in the county, you gonna fight. But when you go to court, we expect it to come back with at least a fade two, the most pushing four, depending who going.
Four.
So yeah,
And
you
you're in
got
like your best clothes, not trying to get blood on it. You
man.
don't got a
Listen,
choice.
all that shit coming off, all that
What
shit
if
coming
wait,
off.
what if somebody could try to fight you before you even see the judge or after?
We're gonna do it before and after. It
Wait,
depends
what
on
if I don't want to have blood on my shirt because I'm gonna see a judge?
that's why we're gonna do this before. So if you got enough time, you got to think about it. When you go into court in the county, just walk out there and close it. Just walk out there and close it. Like right there. Um, You got some niggas that'll give you that. If you in trial, we gonna give you that. But if you ain't in trial, me personally, come on, bro. Because listen, you got niggas that go telling weird stories as far as watching your homie today, and then they'll do this. Oh, you seen him? Oh yeah, we he want to fight. I want to fight you. Walk past me, bro. On hood and feel me. You got
Yeah.
niggas that do like that, but you expect it to go to court and get a couple phase throughout the day. But if you house in LA County Jail and you in that one of the modules, well, me and C Star was we was fighting at least every other 2 days. Minor sessions, two phase. All right, you go, I go. All right, come on, you feel me? That shit is like,
So tell a story about T Star that he hasn't told you.
come on, guys, close my door. Um, you said what one more time?
Tell a story about T Star and you like catching a fade with somebody that he hasn't told yet, because he tells a few stories about you, but what's something he hasn't talked about yet?
All right. In the fighting wise,
It could be in prison and county. I don't know. I don't.
shit, they got a lot. My she started somebody I grew up with as kids.
Okay.
We are gang banging around the same time. So this is damn near about a 15, 16, 17 year friendship going on. A nigga done been shot at with C-Store at 12, 11 years old, like by grown ass men. So we didn't have some scary experiences and some fun experiences. Like I think that's one of my memorable situations with C-Store. Grown ass men that's 40 something years old trying to hurt us. Like, damn, this is what we chose, bro.
From where? Fucking Bloods?
Up the street from us, hooping on last show, it just be like, we always sit back and laugh at that shit. Like, damn, like them old
Grown
niggas
ass
trying.
men. It's like it's supposed to be a young man's sport, but grown ass men trying to compete with younger 12-year
That's what
olds.
these niggas don't understand. You got some real enemies, bro, that don't give a fuck about no kids.
No.
So like when you run across a nigga that don't care, like them older gentlemen did back then, it's like had to be like 2000. We was, matter of fact, we was still in elementary. We was going to Normie Elementary. We was walking home from school, and then they decided to come over and shoot that day. Like, oh, these are like 240s. Like, damn, bro, we got backpacks and a blue shirt, fool. Like,
That's crazy. But I know they don't care because they. I've heard of people's like women, children, little women, little girls getting shot at. So it's like I don't. Some people really don't give a fuck.
hell no, hell no, hell no, man. Like, I like we, I like the game coach because I do my homework on that shit. Like, you got some sick ass dudes that I run across in here that came from death row. Like, what you in jail for? Oh, I done did this and come show murder package. Like, bro, you human? Like, like you human? I'm like, shit, I was doing that shit off Sherm. Like, it was an older homie from Compton. It's a story I tell about everybody that I met that come a nigga that came from death row. He was riding around with four heads in his car in the ice chest when the police pull him over, bodies in his house. And I'm just like, why? He said, man, I just get off Sherman, talk to him and tell him, look, this is what your family made me do. And I'm like, cuz you sick. But the police used to be scared of him because he used to have his cell hooked up like a fucking science lab. It looked at like if you was going in there to do an autopsy and all that shit. And they used to be like, man, what the
Oh
fuck?
nah, I don't not fuck with people
I
like be
say
crazy
nigga
but know how
told
to
me.
hide it. Don't fucking be crazy out in the open.
Me and C Star ended up moving in that same cell. When I before I look, I'm going walking my shit up. I'm like, Star like what? I'm like a sting. He like, I'm like, bro, it smelled like a nigga came off death row. It smelled like a jail nigga. Like
What does
it
that
was
smell
cold,
like?
holding that cell, bro. Like his energy just gave me like demon when I see him. Like
Yeah.
four heads in the car and in the chest and eight bodies in the house.
Four hands, four different people, or like two and
Heads,
two? Oh,
heads,
heads. I thought you said hands. Heads.
heads.
Is it all men or women?
One women, all men. But he mainly used to talk. He said he used to talk to this one couple. It was the female and the dude. He used to tell him like, "Man, this, your husband is stupid. I ain't even want to touch you. I like y'all." I'm like, "Hush." But I'm
Wait,
actually
were they
seeing
like
it.
were they just regular people or they were like Hoovers or something?
Oh, these from Compton. He had niggas from Arizona, Utah. They had bodies around here. Like,
Oh, he was just a serial killer. He was gang
yeah,
banging, but it was
you
more
get
about
off,
like serial killing.
get off the Sherman, do the whole. You get off the Sherman, do the whole like. I'm on that. So like, but this one couple, he used to just be on like this dumbass. I used to be like, why? He was like, man, I ain't gonna do that. He like, man, the nigga crazy. I had to hit the bitch first, then hit him, make him watch.
Are you supposed to kill the I thought you were supposed to kill the man first. No way. Yeah, you're not supposed to get the woman first. I don't know.
I don't know what he made the man watch. I guess he was like begging, let her go type shit. So he like, oh, this true love. Got the
No, you're supposed to kill
got
him while she begs because she's the one that he's not supposed to be begging. Like, and
he
while you're
begging,
doing him,
he
tell her
begging,
you're next.
chainsaw, chainsaw, neck off in front.
Yeah. Now that's four heads in a trunk. Like, you're just asking to go to jail.
Hell yeah, but they said it took him about like 10 years to catch him. 10 years. But I said, bro, like you. But I've been around some men that have some dangerous stories, like some dangerous fucking stories. People are not human. That's why I'm trying to tell like my nephew when I get a chance, like, look, bro, I like how you guys don't pay attention to the gang culture, but you do decide. You got a couple shit I'm gonna show him. Be like, look, bro, this was really on this side of the fence. Stay playing
Yeah.
football. It's like these kids need to really listen to the who's and the who's not a bad podcast. It's actually giving good side of the game about gang banging in people.
Yeah.
Literally, and C stars giving you giving the whole world an eye opener of like for instance 607 you can watch they shit and learn from what the fuck they talking about. You can learn from 600 podcasts. He can learn from you
Yeah.
because this was actually what's going on. So for these kids that's on the net that actually want to do this, look into what y'all want to do because this gonna be the bad side of the game. When this door closed like it just closed, having a phone don't matter. Being with your family, them people you love, it's matter. I hate waking up turning my face to this motherfucking wall. So them little niggas out there and women, they gotta make a choice because next 5 years, prison ain't finna be prison. It's gonna be women. When I mean women, these men and these gentlemen on this yard. So I'm not gonna lie, how they doing it now? You've been watching it's been murders because they're changing these yards. You got dudes that's not going for I'm not going over at them, I'll kill you before I go over there, send me back to level four. And it's fucked up that an innocent one of these dudes that actually watches your podcast want to come to jail and get involved in this shit, you can be a victim of a nigga that's like, I still got a career to carry. You knew I'm gonna stab you 50 times in your face and get up out of here. Now what? Now the prison got to call your mama and family like, look, if you don't come get this body, we gonna burn it, throw it away.
Damn.
So when you die up here, your family got to pay 500 to 700 just to get your body. So like, it's yeah, man. They gotta go. They gotta use that key and get out the game because this game banging is over.
What do you
I'm,
think? Do you believe in that? You know, when they give out like three, four life sentences, do you feel like they know something deeper? Like they do that on purpose because they kind of want it to be, because you're going to die once. So it's like, how do you give me three, four life sentences? It's almost like there's something
it's a
behind that.
chance of possibility. If you get it without the possibility of parole, you stuck. But if you
Yeah.
just get consecutive life sentences with 29 years, it may be a chance. I just watched a nigga that walked out of here with 45 years with an L, did 5 years and did good for three, and walked the fuck up out of here. So when you giving these people numbers, which is overly punishing people, like you said, we only got one chance to live. They thinking, damn, if we give him 7, 10 life consecutive, he's not gonna get out. It's a possibility. That's why they come with these high ass shit. All right, well look, you're gonna have to do your base term of 25 for this. So once you're done with that first 25, you got another life sentence you gotta do. Do that 25.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna happen, bro. So that's why you got niggas that be foaming out the mouth around these prison yards looking for fuck ups. That's kill me. I'm gonna kill you or I'm gonna have these police kill me. So my input on that shit, I'm not a nigga that got life. I'm not a nigga that got consecutive life. I'm out of here. So, but I do respect their backyard. I
Yeah.
pay my dues. I follow the guidelines. When it's time to trip, I'm passing this phone off and I'm coming out here and I'll be back. But free the ones that been here longer than I've been living in you. Well, that's
Yeah.
who I talk to all day, get my game from these niggas that's been jail 40, 50 years.
So
And
you watch the Who's Who's. They have a really good message. C-Star has a great message for the youth. What do you think about J Hood's message to the youth?
I don't click on this shit.
You don't watch J Hood? You don't have a relationship with him?
Nah. I mean, I met J Hood right here at Challenger 2010. He was in Jarvis. I was in McNair. His road dog, which is my boy till I talk to this day, J Mac from Steeps. That's the only time I had in a second encounter was with him, beating through him through the homie Folk Love, baby, in the county. Other than that, I ain't had no interaction with that man. Don't
Do
know
you
nothing
not
about it.
agree with like him being on a 50-50 yard, even though he was taken off? Or
It's always gonna be a reason why a nigga get removed from general population. You can remove yourself, or the community gonna remove you. If the community will remove you, you did something. Something came across the committee board desk, and the jury slammed guilty. So you have the option to figure out what you want to do, whether you going over there and stand or just leave it. My input on somebody being a 50-50, I would say a grown man gonna do what the fuck he want to do. Period. If you still care what somebody else say, you a loser. I don't agree with being over there. I wouldn't, but if you going home and that's how you feel like you need to get home, go by any means. But if it's other shit that comes with along with going over, so you got people that understand a 50-50 yard and a PC yard. 50-50 has PC, which would probably be 45 of the population, the rest GP, or other way. You have an actual sensitive needs yard. There ain't no general population dudes on that yard. As far as what I know, Jay Hill was on a 50-50 yard. I didn't hear him being on a PC yard. That's considered a PC yard, but not labeled. To the gang culture, that is a PC yard. I wouldn't go there.
yeah.
Period. I wouldn't.
What's worse, PC yard or 50-50 or SNY? What's worse?
That's why. Because
Okay, what's
it's
worse, 50-50 or PC?
why it's worse than general population where I'm at. It's every man for themselves.
Okay.
So you going over there thinking you finna be straight because of what you did, and just to get away from it. Dude, the majority of dudes that's over there are over there because of dads, drug dads, some snitching, or just getting high and can't hang. You get over there, you're getting you're gonna get peer pressure about 5 or 10 different dudes that want you a part of this PC prison game. You say no, they finna book your ass. You
Yeah.
come in on a whole yeah, I can't even speak how that shit go, but far as what I be hearing, it's more active than a GP. It's
I
every
didn't
man
know
for
that because I know he'd be checking everyone's paperwork. He knocked out like the last five roommates he had for taking a shit. So at least he's out there putting in work.
it's Jay. Listen, when you're in prison, you're going to get a 115. I can put out over 2115s of violence and phones. That don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing when you over there. Like Jay Hood, he got a good record for as whooping ass, yes. But when you sitting on that side, all that shit go out the window. You feel me? All that shit go out the window. It's like discredit. Like you can kill 1,000 niggas, but when you go over there, all that shit go out the window. You can be the world's most dangerous man. You was dangerous because of the shit you can do to people. But when the flaw shit come up,
Yeah.
you can't run from it. You can't run from that shit. So I don't too much know nothing else about J Hud besides him being up there in the rumors. So
Yeah. But you started a YouTube channel and it's doing pretty good. I see your numbers.
I ended up getting locked out, so I made a whole new one. So the new one I made is damn, what's the name? Infant, the one they talk about. So
No, you could always retrieve your password. Just go in the email.
that's right. Listen, that phone is gone. I forgot all that shit. So I don't mind starting over. Like you feel me? Yeah, you got to start from somewhere. I don't mind starting over. So
Yeah.
you know, see
Just
how
be
this one
more a
goes.
little more consistent, but write your password down somewhere. Don't make your password 40 this, 40 that.
Nah, hell no, that's probably what my shit got. Compromised doing that shit, linking my shit with other password. So I ain't
Yeah.
gonna do that no more. I got my own shit set up. So yeah, y'all be seeing more of me dropping shit, dropping shit. It's like it's gonna get a little more spicy. But this one right here, just you know,
Yeah.
just a little.
No, I appreciate you for coming on here telling your story. Is there any last things you want to say?
Nah, it's good, man. Yeah, y'all tune in, man. Y'all gonna be seeing a lot more, and we seeing a lot more. But it was good being on this interview. I'm gonna tap in with you.
All right, appreciate you.
All right.